Sunday Soon, number 12, on Monday. Yesterday Christmas Day, I was planning on doing a show from the back of the bus. Got all set up to do that, and then, the internet sort of wouldn't work. And so I just cancelled the show, drank a lot of beer, fell asleep in the bus, had a great night. But anyway, yesterday's show was supposed to be about Christmas. Xmas, or whatever you want to call it. Had enough of that picture, haven't we? We can get it up in other pictures. Anyway, planned to talk about a couple of things where Christmas came from and all that sort of jargon. But in the meantime, though, I did a stream on Twitch yesterday. That I might just play that, and then I'll get back to Sunday Soon when I find it. No, that's not it. Oh, here we go. See you soon, folks. Yeah. Well, apparently we're streaming. Merry Christmas, folks. Today, Christmas Day, I'm down at the bus. And you can see, it's the roof. That's the front. There's me. Let's just have a little wander outside, shall we? Christmas time. Out in the Australian bush. Can you hear the cicadas? Or whatever they are. This is the bus. I'm just playing with the gimbal thing. I don't know what I'm doing, folks, but this is the bus anyway. Tried streaming stuff and wanted to do a show today on Amos Sewn, and their computer crashed and I did all sorts of horrible things. So I thought I'd try have a wee stream here on Twitch. And here we are, the back of the bus. Yeah, computer. Should we go that way? Yep. Maybe a vending implement. But start off with going with something I want to talk about, shall I? Being Christmas Day and everything, I studied into what it's all about. You've heard St. Nicholas, who's over in Europe. Apparently he's one of the good guys, but he was blessed with good timing or something. He had stories about him saving 3 young women from becoming prostitutes by dropping coins in their father's door or something. Something weird like that. But it's a weird world out there. And this guy, he started the idea of a Santa. Well, he didn't start it. Let's face it, most of the things I've known about him were written about 100 years after he died. So you got to wonder about that, don't you? Viewers, no one's watching. That's surprising. That's okay. His first little Christmas Day type thing. So shortly I'll start loading up the computer again. I'll see if that works again. But basically, Christmas is based on the idea of helping your fellow man. Okay, giving kids gifts and stuff like that, all is good, but it's basically all about this guy, Saint whatever his name was, Saint Nick. He's all about helping people out. You know, helping people out. It's good. Could do more of it. instead of just taking as some people do. So, another thing that I saw in the news I was going to talk about was this thing about Christmas traditions all over the world. And there's some place that there's a tradition apparently for the young teenagers to dress up as real ghouls and horrible. Well, there's lots of goat's horns and ugly sort of people, shall we say. It seems rather symbolic of, or maybe Satanism, or whatever. But it's the idea of these teenagers go around frightening little kids into being good. And this was in ABC News today. What are they? Well, folks, you can see the poster going on there. I was just having a bit of a rant sort of thing, talking about things that I was going to talk about with a proper setup. So now I'll going to go through with what I was going to talk about. And the first thing is where Christmas sort of come from. It's ever heard of a bloke called St. Nicholas? Yes, well, St. Nicholas of Myra, traditionally from 15th of March 270 to December 343, also known as Nicholas of Bari, was an early Christian bishop of the Greek descendants of a maritime city of Myra in Asia Minor, Greece, in other words, or Turkey, round about there, during the time of the Roman Empire. Many of the miracles attributed to his intercession were known as Nicholas the Wonder Worker. Saint Nicholas is a patron saint of sailors, merchants, archers, repentant thieves, prostitutes, children, brewers, pawnbrokers and unmarried people, and students in various cities, countries around Europe. His reputation evolved among the faithful as was commonly early Christian saints, and his legendary habit of secret gifting gave rise to the traditional model of Santa Claus, Saint Nick, or Sinterklaas. He's that's this bloke. See if it works for me. I'll be how typical. Well, apparently it's back on. Come on, play. Still happening on. It's Rick Bonner. How are you, mate? Your mum and dad named Jez after the man of their house each night, so their father could pay for a dowry for each of them. Yes. And other early stories claiming that Storm of Sea saving 3 innocent soldiers from wrongful execution, and chopping down a tree possessed by a demon. Demon? Yeah, you know what I mean. Anyway, he's said to have made, in his youth, he's said to have made a pilgrimage to Egypt and Palestine. That's all it says. It says about that. Shortly after his return, he became the Bishop of Myra. He was later cast in prison during the persecution of the Dilician? Yeah, anyway. He was released after the accession of Constantine. And yeah, well, he just goes on to say all the stuff that's happened in his life. And then, yeah, well, he died and his bones got moved around lots of different places. Who knows, they're probably in the Vatican now, I guess. Anyway, from there, we get Santa Claus. You know, Santa Claus, he's the big bloke in a red suit and all that crap. Saint Nicholas, Santa Claus, Saint Nick, Father Christmas, Kris Kringles, Santy, or Santa. He's a mythical figure with historical origins who, in many Western countries, brings gifts to the homes of well-behaved good children on the 24th of December, Christmas Eve. Early hours of 25th of December, Christmas Day, modern Santa Claus clause is derived from the British figure of Father Christmas, the Dutch figure of Sinterklaas, St. Nicholas, yes, the historical Bishop of Myra. Yeah, we spoke about that, didn't we? Santa Claus is genetically depicted as a joyous, white-bearded man with sometimes with spectacles, wearing a red coat and collar of tufts of white velvet trousers and black leather belt. I actually made a leather belt for a bloke once who was dressed up as Santa. Yeah. I should find a picture and put it up, but no. So, yeah, Santa Claus giving gifts to children. Yes, what could go wrong? Anyway, back now. DK's back. I'll have to have a word to him shortly. Well, don't know if he knows I'm doing a show at the moment. You probably would, if he's back. He's looking at the computer. I'll put a link. Cheers, blokes. Kiwi beer. Got a Christmas present from my landlord. 6-pack of Monteith beer. Beautiful. Great beer. Anyway, back to the news. Well, the news is... No, I'm not really doing much news today, but I did find a show on the ABC's online show talking about Christmas and all the weird and wonderful traditions that happen over in Europe and many other places. And right, okay, just laughing at the other screen, folks. Just looking at myself, drinking beer, being an idiot. But anyway, let's get back to this story from ABC. It's a bit of a worry. Can't see that real well, can you? Okay, here we go. Here's a look at the Nutter Catalana's Christmas log that poos presents and other unusual festival traditions. Poos. Seriously, folks. Santa isn't the only one checking if you've been naughty or nice this year. In the lead up to Christmas, there are amazing and unusual traditions that take place around the world. From a log that poos presents for well-behaved kids to a dynamic goat figure with naughty children. Many of the traditions have pagan roots, while others are newer but no less intriguing. Here's a look at some of the more colourful festival seasons events that people will be enjoying this month. Tio de Nadal. Throughout December, children in Spain's Catalonia region feed a smiling hollow log that wears traditional barretta woolen caps and has a blanket draped across it to keep it warm. This is called the Tio de Nadal, or Christmas log, which is known as the Kaya Tio, the pooing log. You can't make this shit up. On Christmas Eve, about 2 weeks of diligent care, the offerings of dried fruit and nuts and things, and there things get even weirder. No shit. On Christmas Day, children and parents whack the log with sticks while singing a song so it will poo out presents. You're kidding, ain't you? The lyrics encouraged the log not to release the herring because they are too salty, but to poo out almonds and nougat as they taste better. So they eat shit that comes out of the log. Yeah, weird, isn't it? Okay. Once the log has been thrashed with sticks for long enough, parents will sneak small presents like toys and sweets under the log's blanket. Crafty little parents, aren't they? Oh, and there's some person, Kate McKinnon, she apparently engages in this log bashing thing. In Catalan folklore, large presents are from the three kings or wise men. But, hey DK, where am I? Yes, well, anyway, large presents are from the three kings or wise men, but the log persons contain a small presents that defecates them out on Christmas Day. Go Christmas Day, eat shit. Oh, you've got to be kidding. Catalan people feed the log to facilitate this from the feast of the Immaculate Conception, December 8. Sounds a bit sticky, doesn't it? Anyway, there's another. Look at this. They've got little logos sort of showing. Actually, apparently, yeah, you're seeing my chest hair. Don't need to see that, do you? Anyway, that's not the one I want. This is the one. Look at these characters. Is that Putin and there's some other bloke with a beard? That's ridiculous. This guy's got a collection of them. Yeah. People collect shit, don't they? Bad puns. Right. Krampus. Krampus is a terrifying creature of Germanic folklore and is often accompanied by torchlit parades, drinking, rivalry, and outright effort to freak children out so they don't misbehave. Sure, that's going to work. It's part of a tradition which is popular across Central Europe. Young men dress in demonic-looking campus costumes. Seriously, folks, look at that. You want to... Teenagers dressed up to scare children. All right, I'm sure that'll work. Their outfits often feature wooden masks and goat horns, fangs, and sheep or goat skins, and belts with cowbells attached. While good children expect visit from presents and from St. Nicholas as Christmas nears, naughty children will be sought out by Krampus. And yeah, well, Krampus punishes naughty children by whipping them with sticks, Professor Cusack said. These whippings are intended to make bad children good. Those who cannot be whipped into niceness are put into Krampus's sack and taken back to his den. Gee, what does that sort of sound like? Sounds like an excuse to fucking pinch kids, doesn't it? Anyway, this is what Christmas is all about, folks. Imagine having these people at your door. Apparently it's a mask. The Catholic Church tried to ban rituals dedicated to Krampus due to its pagan links. As the influence of Christianity has receded, these traditions have been revived with great enthusiasm. On Krampus night, which is December 5, the day before the feast of St. Nicholas, things become a little wild and scary. Groups of men dressed as Krampus and rowdy parade through the towns, drinking Krampus snaps, a traditional fruit brandy brewed extra strong, and on occasion, and scaring children. In Austria, record shows Krampus has been part of Christmas celebrations since at least the 17th century. What's this Yule goat? Here's another. The start of Advent, a giant straw version of Sweden's Yule goat is made and put on display at the centre of the town of Gävle. Since it was first erected in 1966, it has been deliberately burned down most years. Yes. After a 5-year stint in which the Yule goat made it through the holiday period unscathed, it was in 2021 again that it destroyed by arson, rekindling a cat and mouse tradition between locals trying to burn it down and authorities trying to stop them. Seriously, folks. There's that button, there it is. That's Christmas for you, eh? Well, Christmas is weird. That's why I don't really go for it much, sort of thing. Oh, when I was a kid, of course, we all loved Christmas. You get presents and things like that. One of my Christmas present once, I got a skateboard. That was really fun. Rode it down the street, fell off, and yeah, well, never touched it again. Then I learned about push bikes. That's a better way of getting around. Anyway, nothing against you that one have skateboards. Skateboards are good. They're just not for me. Oh, I forgot to put my little logo up. There we go. That's me. Amos Sunday Xmas soon. So it's news-ish. Anyway. Let's see, actually. Let's see what DK's doing. I've got a link to him here. Yeah, I'll just press a button and see what happens. Yeah, g'day, DK. Good day. doing a show right now. Right, okay, and let's see if I can join the conversation and see what comes up.
We'll see that it.
Hey DK, you there?
Hey man, how goes it?
Yeah, not bad, mate. Yourself?
Yeah,
Yeah,
good man. Fuck, had a primo day, eh?
hey, you had a good day?
Yeah man, fuck yeah. With all the people that were there and most of them were pissheads and there wasn't a single bit of drama.
Oh, laughing. Yeah, that's good value.
Yeah, it was actually really, yeah, it was actually really good. I was expecting there to be something,
Yeah,
but yeah, nothing. It was actually really good. Yeah.
it's good value. Yeah, I'm actually doing a show sort of right at the moment, and just
Okay.
hopefully the vision, the sound, and everything should be coming through. I'll just put you up on the screen. So, yeah. Well, yeah, I just did the show I was going to do yesterday because I went to the bus, and as you do, got it all set up, and then the internet
Yeah.
sort of was a bit rough, so it wasn't really worth doing. So I thought I'd give it a go today. So it's Sunday soon on Monday. Just did a bit of a talk about Christmas bullshit. Yeah, see, there I am. Yeah. Jeez, oh yeah, my landlord bought me a fucking beautiful Christmas present. Bought me a 6-pack of this stuff. One Tooth Black. Beautiful beer. I wonder if it can be heard. We'll just check the other side. Bit rough, so it wasn't really worth doing. So I thought I'd give it a go today. So it's Sunday soon on Monday. Yeah, don't know if your voice is getting through. But mine is. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Oh,
I can hear you.
yeah, no, yeah, just don't know whether it's going through the.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah, I assume it is because if I can hear it, it should be. Oh, is that an echo?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, yeah, you got
Yeah, no, I was on. Yeah, just don't know whether
you
it's
got an echo
going through the.
your watching me now.
Was that an echo? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, yeah, you got
Yeah, no, I was on. Yeah, just don't know whether it's going through the.
Yeah, I can hear you.
That's a little confusing.
An echo?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, yeah, you got
Yeah, no, I was on. Yeah, just don't know whether it's going through the.
Yeah, I can hear you.
That's a little confusing.
An echo?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I was on. Yeah, just don't know whether it's going through the.
maybe that might clear it up.
A little confusing. An echo? Yeah.
Maybe that might clear it up.
Getting a bit of double echoing.
Yeah, it's echoing a bit. So, hang up, mate. It's getting really echoing. I'm going to finish the show shortly and I'll call you back. So, hang up, mate. Well, that was entertaining, wasn't it, folks? Not. Okay, I'll put that away. Well, anyway. Well, folks, that's Sunday, Monday soon. Did a little bit of news. Actually, no, there wasn't really a lot of news, was there? Let's have a look at a news site, and I'll put it up on the screen so you can have a look at it. Yep. Let's try something different. The news. Who do you want to? Let's see what Project Matilda's news is all about today. It's a news site that I've been trying to get to, sort of thing. Anyway, police standoff ends with arrest in Sydney's inner west. Ooh, wonder what happened there. Do we care? Yes, let's find out. Someone's been arrested. What do they do? Double park? Sorry, that's been a bit flippant. So, just check, make sure I'm still talking. I'll get scared these days that I'm going to turn my mic off and then forget to turn it back on again. Anyway, 38-year-old man has been taken in custody after a standoff with police in Sydney's inner west. Nearby residents in Petersham were earlier advised to stay indoors during the operation. About 7:15am, police said the incident was resolved and the man had been arrested. Police said the man was taken to St Vincent's Hospital for assessment, and an 18-year-old man who was also inside was taken to hospital as a precaution. Police will remain at home on the scene. Yeah, that's pretty boring, but wonder what really happened. That's the thing, you get these reports in the media and yeah, let's have a look at this thing again. You all know about the shooting this bloke apparently did. Nathan Train. Well, actually, folks, with that name, that's why I'm stopped doing me train intro. You remember that one? I want people to be reminded of a train. I'll modify it and bring it back another day. But anyway, Renewable shooter Nathan Train was wanted on an outstanding warrant related to a border breach, but Queensland Police says there was no red flags or raised concerns about the train family ahead of last week's situation. At first, we reckon it was just a missing person. Now apparently he was wanted for a crossing COVID borders, basically. Crossing the border during lockdowns. Everybody shouldn't do something during lockdowns. Just ask Vinny Eastwood. He knows all about those things. Yeah, a couple of years later, he's still going to court. Anyway, police attended the property after Nathan Train's wife, who resides in New South Wales, reported him missing. Yes, Limited said it was normal practice for police to visit a property of family members when followers are missing of a person reports. This is a run-of-the-mill policing job. There wasn't anything to flag particular concerns about the members who were attending the scene those day. I would like to offer, actually, that it was basically a setup, and those police were sent in to cause a situation. Oh look, DK's in the chat room. Where's that? That's in YouTube. Good on you, mate. You have me over there, no? YouTube, the world. It was originally a welfare check. That's what the story was, welfare check. Yeah. Yeah, well, the thing is, apparently, I heard on the show by Max Egan, he's an investigator that finds out a lot more stuff than I do, but apparently around the site there's lots of fracking going on, you know, where the gas companies and they take over land and drill holes and fill it with chemicals and just fuck up the environment to get a bit of gas, you know. That's what supposedly happens. And the train property is right in the middle of the way of a gas pipeline or something. And the last holdout people who were, that they didn't want to sell their land. So over the last year or so, the police and everything, they've been constantly harassing them. These people, if what happened is what happened, shot the police or whatever they say has happened, because my theory is I don't know. I don't believe the media. But something happened, some people died. Horrible as it is. But don't believe the media's saying that, oh, just a missing person report. That smacks of bullshit to me. Ah, look, here's a good picture. Oh, look. Yeah, who's that? Actually, it's me dressed up as a woodcutter. Do you believe that? It's plausible, isn't it? Anyway, have another drink. Yes, it's news spelt differently. Yeah, there's more to this story up Queensland than what's going on. Like, you look at all the news reports since then. What they've said about these people, they're not just nuts or whatever. They're conspiracy theorists, sovereign citizens, and all sorts of words that are used to make the general sheeple think, oh, he's a conspiracy theorist, we better report him. He could be about to kill police, he could be about to do this, he could be, ooh, those conspiracy theorists, horrible people. So, well, look forward to next. Those of you who do make content and speak out against the law and things like that, I'm probably one of them. Look forward to next year. Look forward to the getting a visit, knock on the door by some nice people in blue or black uniforms. I just want to check on your weapons. You got any weapons? I've got a butter knife. Well, that could be dangerous, couldn't it? Yeah. Well, if a box cutter can bring down an airplane, remember that story, 2001. People with box cutters apparently commandeered some planes. I reckon they flew them into a couple of buildings. 2 buildings got hit in New York, 3 buildings fell down. How's that work? Yes, the old chestnut 9/11. Yeah. And that was the start of a lot of people started waking up because of that. Realised that it's shit like that don't happen. I've seen pictures of buildings on fire. Huge fires that travel the whole length of the building. They didn't collapse. Yes. 9/11, did it look like a meteor storm to you? Certainly did to me. Oh, look, there's another Sewn picture. Well, what to do now? How about get back to that bus thing and see if... Where'd I leave that off? That's the start, isn't it? Yeah, well. Goes about halfway, that's where I was. And this was in ABC News today. What are they trying to... I'm going to get a beer. Of course these things go on all over the planet. But yeah, what are they trying to say here? Well, so I reckon, beer o'clock. Alright, welcome to Australia on Chrissy Day. It's oh look, we've got a viewer. Yep, that's really big. Probably. Cheers to the viewer. Now I could work out how to turn the camera around without stuffing it up. Swipe the screen, doesn't it? There's a button here that might reset it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Hey, well, what do you know? That seems to work. Nice little bit of Australia here, folks. Just over there is a Lake Macquarie. Yeah, this is a little dead end street where Fred lives. Fred being, of course, the name of the bus. And there's the car. And there's the bus. And well, powered by a Holden 186, which at the moment is missing in action. There's no motor in there at all. Indeed. Now look up here. Yeah, there's nothing in there. Yes. Well, that'll be sorted out in the new year. Pretty cool bus. Oops. my good friends, is Fred. Into Christmas 2022. What have we got look forward to next year? Well, waking up one day at a time is good. But things may get worse. Things may get better. Sorry, folks. A bit close to the camera. Well, back in the bus. Very shortly I'll, here we go, where's that thing? Here I am. See if I can get this thing sorted. Start a show. One viewers. Hello to my one viewer. Thank you very much for watching. Like and share if you like. Don't like and share if you don't like. Cheers, folks. Well, that was Fred the Bus. And, well, I hope you liked the tour. It's just a little, my little home of the future, maybe. If they don't lock me up. Yes, I know. I know some people in jail, they reckon it's pretty good in there. 3 meals a day. It's as much sex as I want. No, kidding, folks. That's not what happens. I don't think, anyway. There's Fred upside down. I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, it's my technical prowess is unprecedented. I just don't know why those photos go up upside down. Maybe I'm a bit upside down. Maybe the whole world's a bit upside down. But anyway, I digress. Let's see what else is in the news. Shall we? I'll better press the right button. So, where are you again? Ta-da! This technology wonderful, folks. Ferries resume as heavy fog blankets Sydney before yacht race. There's a bit of a yacht race happening today. In Sydney, they're going on Tassie. How Christmas has been celebrated around the world. Do we really want to know, folks? Oh, yes. Co-flu-19 surge against raises odds of new coronavirus mutant. Hey, this is news. I think I heard it before, though. Could the co-flu-19 surge in China unleash a new coronavirus mutant on the world? Scientists don't know. Of course not. But worry about what might happen. Could be similar to Omicron variants circulating there now. Could be a combination of strains or something entirely different, they say. China has a population that is very large and there's limited immunity. Why is that? And that seems to be the setting in which they may see an explosion of a new variant, said Dr. Stewart, an infectious disease expert at the Johns Hopkins University. Johns Hopkins University, right, okay. Isn't that the mob? I was saying this on a show the other day. Johns Hopkins University. They're the ones that with the World Health Organization and Bill Gates and all those lovely people were doing a exercise recently in October, 22nd of October or something, on what if a new pandemic happens. Yeah, and it's funny the date of that was October 22. A couple of years earlier, on similar date in October, they had another exercise about possible pandemics. Yes. What could that be? And don't worry, folks. I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. But if suddenly next year you hear people talking about pandemics on the news, you heard it here first. No, you didn't. You heard it here anywhere. But yeah, there's something else coming, folks. And it ain't going to be pretty. There was supposedly this new strain that they're talking about is going to target children, apparently. Maybe those children have been vaccinated. Maybe they're going to... vaccinated. Oh, that nasty word again. I'll probably get a strike. I'm on YouTube. Oh no. Goodbye, YouTube. Bzz. Actually, I think I was already cut off once. But that was unusual internet connection bullshit. It's thirsty work, this, folks. Yeah, Les Brun. Who's Les Brun? Hello, Les Brun in YouTube land. Good to see you there. Anyone talking on Twitch? Nah, no one on Twitch. Is it? There's one person watching. It's probably me. Amos. I've got two watching now. Probably me and DK. You know, that's the way it goes. There's that bloke again. It's news spelled differently. Anyway, back to the news. There should be something interesting here. I think we've done that story. Yeah. Apparently, to be a successful newsreader, you've got to read all the stories first before you bring them out, because otherwise it shows you're unprofessional. Ever watched my show before? I'm about as professional as I get. Israeli general explains why Ukraine is not getting iron. Israel is unlikely to send Ukraine its Iron Dome system. Ah, yes, that's what that's it. More weapons. Yes, well, there's people going to make money out of that. China calls US a direct threat to the world. No, of course not. They're the good guys, aren't they? Oh, God bless America and all that stuff. Business. Japanese inflation hits a 40-year high. Yeah, probably happened around the world a bit. Oh, hey, I don't know if you've heard of that. Storms over in the States at the moment, they're wicked. They're pretty horrible. See if I can find something about that. Thanks. News. Yeah, it's got old boring ABC news again. There's watch live. So, yeah, I wonder if I'll be breaking any laws by doing this, because they've normally got something.
Months, and it just means that people are going to potentially be isolated from their homes for a little bit longer, and it also means that then when that water does subside, we'll assess the damage, I suppose, the infrastructure and the roads that may need quite a bit of maintenance, and also the cleanup of people's homes and properties. So we've still got a little while to go until things are looking a bit more normal, but as you can see behind me, the water, the nature and the wildlife is absolutely loving this inundation of water, but certainly lots of mixed feelings around here as some people spent a Christmas a little bit different to how they would have been expecting to.
Sophie Landau reporting there from Renmark in South Australia. Ex-cyclone Ellie is moving slowly inland, causing flooding in parts of the Northern Territory. The situation in Timber Creek near the WA border has been described as a 50-year event.
Yeah, right. Okay, enough of that. Justin! Yep, that sounds boring. Greens question waffle pod grants as state moves on single-use plastic ban. Waffle pods? Boxing Day test live scorecard. Late boomer drives on the increase, but teens learn faster, says instructor. I don't know. You seen any teenager driving lately? No. No, this is all pretty boring stuff, folks. Just trying to, let's see. 11 o'clock in the morning. Got a day off. Ooh. No, that's the one. That's not what I want to do either. That's what I want to get rid of. Anyway. Back from where we began. Let's press pause. No, too late. I'll pause on that one, that'll do. Alright folks, time has come to say Uru for another Sunday. Actually, it's still Sunday over in the States. Over in America, they're still celebrating Christmas, but it's bloody cold. This massive winter sort of storm they're having over there. The temperature's 40 degrees below zero and things like that. Can you imagine that, folks? 40 degrees. That's bloody chilly. Yeah. Global warming, folks. Glaciers are melting. So we're all going to be doomed. Get your carbon down. Stop producing carbon. We're carbon-based life forms, but don't worry about that. That's It's the science. Stop producing carbon. Be good to the environment. Well, being good to the environment is good, but just the people in power telling us what we should be doing when it's generally what they got to tell you ain't helping. Not in the slightest. It's a bit of an inversion. Like fossil fuels. They're a finite resource, you reckon. Oil replaces itself back in the ground. There's some chemical thing that happens way below, and there's plenty of oil, folks. Plenty of coal. Yeah, but I fully agree with getting sustainable energy happening and things like that, so you don't have to use fossil fuels. Fossil fuels, that's even a wrong terminology anyway, apparently. Back in the day did. When they first started this oil thing. It's a very telling story. Might actually do a story about that one day. This is a Sunday Soon type thing. The big picture, a big picture. That's what today was. I sort of broke my own rule a bit. Did a bit of news. It's Sunday's not supposed to be about news. Day of rest and relaxation. Oh, I better go because I got to go to work tonight, as you do. I'm going to go put some carbon out there. Well, folks. Thanks for watching. I'll get back to you on Thursday. Big show on Thursday. Got lots planned. Got nothing planned really. I'll come up with something. Be back to Amos soon. It's news, spelled differently. But in the meantime, folks, be good to each other. Don't drink and drive. You might spill some. Well, that's what public health warning for the day. As I said, be good to each other in Lakesh. Uru.